And just being able to take a Kindle with you wherever you want is really going to encourage you to keep reading. Hi Slayers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eileen, and in today's video I'm very excited because today we're going to be talking about what Kindle you should get during this holiday season. So I've noticed you guys like Kindles, and so I went out and bought the Kindle Paperwhite and the Kindle Basic, and I also already had the Kindle Color Soft, even though I'll be returning hopefully all three of them soon because I have an e-reader already. But I wanted to do my due diligence and review them for you guys, so I'm going to be talking to you guys about which Kindle I think you should get and which one is worth your money. Just so you know, I am an avid Kindle user. I've been using a Kindle 2018 edition, well, since 2018. Basically, I was in 8th grade and I would sit alone at lunch and I would read on my Kindle all the time, so I was an avid Kindle user, that's for sure. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about the three main Kindles today and whether or not I think you should buy them, and also possibly if you should buy something that isn't a Kindle. So starting off strong, I got the Kindle Basic, and I was actually so excited because I got it in the matcha color, which was an extra $5 by the way that I didn't realize, but it's actually such a cute and fun color, and I love when my tech is fun. Like, hello, I'm a fun person, like my tech should be fun to match it. I say I'm a fun person, but I'm filming this alone on a Saturday night, so. Anyways, so really quickly, I'm going to list all of the pros of this Kindle Basic. So to start off with, it is super, super small, and that is actually like such a big pro. It kind of reminds me of like those phone e-readers, which I think are cool, but I don't have the money to spend on a phone e-reader when I already carry around a phone. So I think it's like a really good mid-size between a phone and between reading on a tablet. And it's really, really portable, and you wouldn't think that like the difference between the 6 and the 7-inch would matter that much, but I used to use the Paperwhite that was a little bit smaller, and I would stick that shit in everything. Like, it fits in my pocket, it fit in my tiny book bag, it fit in like a fanny pack if I really wanted it to, and just being able to take a Kindle with you wherever you want is really going to encourage you to keep reading. So yeah, it's super lightweight and it's super small even compared to the Kindle Paperwhite, which is not a big device by any means. It has 16 gigabytes of storage, which is exactly the same as the regular Paperwhite, which is great and fine, and it has 6 weeks battery life, which compared to the Paperwhite, which has 12 weeks, is not amazing, but like 6 weeks of battery life? Hello, that's crazy. Like, what other device has weeks of battery life besides e-readers? Like, I just think that's so cool, and so really any amount of weeks is a good enough amount of weeks for me for battery life. And also, like, compared to the Paperwhite, I really didn't notice that much of a difference between like page turning speeds. Sure, like going into the menu of the actual Kindle felt a little bit slower, but like, you're not going to have these two devices next to each other, so you're probably not going to be like, oh my god, this is so slow. And then probably the biggest pro is the price, which I was a little disappointed this year. It went up in price so that it was $110 like base, but right now it's on sale for Black Friday, and so it's $85 in the black color or $90 in the matcha color. And you know, if your goal is to just spend the least amount of money, this Kindle will do it for you. It works, it's an e-reader, and it's exactly like what it says it is. It's just a Kindle. So I really think that the price is enticing, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but let's get into some cons, or maybe some like mediums, depending on who you are and what your use case is. So first of all, compared to the Paperwhite, the screen is not flush with the design. You can see that like it's lowered a little bit within the screen, and personally I kind of like it because it prevents scratches a little bit in my opinion. But on the flip side, that means that it can collect dust in those little crevices, so I don't know. And it also just looks a little bit less like sleek and classy, but it's also a Kindle, so like it wasn't going to look that way to begin with. And then the other con, which is a con for almost every device, is that Amazon likes to put ads on their devices, which is insane. And the ads used to not bother me. I had ads on my Paperwhite and I would just be like, whatever, but I feel like the ads have been getting increasingly weirder or worse. Maybe it's just what I'm reading, but like, I keep getting this one ad that's like, male ex-male lover or something like that. Like, that's just the title of the book, and it just says that on my screen for anyone to read, and people will always be like, what book are you reading? And then look at the screen and I'd be like, oh, haha, it's just an ad. Totally an ad. So I don't know, it's just really weird, and personally I would prefer if my device didn't have ads. So, but that being said, like, it really doesn't affect your reading experience. It's just kind of annoying to look at, and I used it with ads for so many years that like I don't think it's really worth it to upgrade that price, but if you were going to, it's a $20 upgrade, and that brings you back to like the $110 range, which is what it was selling for to begin with, so I do feel like it feels like a better deal. The other thing is that there is no wireless charging. It's fine, I wasn't gonna wireless charge it anyways, plus you have to buy a separate wireless charger, so I don't know about that. It is, of course, less battery life than the Paperwhite, which is at 12 weeks, so the Paperwhite has double battery life, but like I said, I feel like you don't necessarily need 12 weeks of battery life, but maybe if you're someone that like reads constantly, which good for you, it might be worth it to upgrade just for the battery life alone. And it's not waterproof, which I thought was going to be like a bigger deal than it was. I got the Paperwhite because it was waterproof, so I could like read in the bath and be cool. But to be honest, I only read in the bath like 3 times, and I never like dropped it in there or anything. Like I just held it like it was a normal book above water. So I really don't feel like the waterproof is that necessary unless you're like a klutz, which like same, but luckily I never threw my Kindle in the bath. That being said, if you don't care about getting the matcha color, you can get the kids Kindle, which is the same thing in black though, but it comes with a 2-year warranty where you can like break it and they'll replace it. So if you did dunk it in water by accident, it would be covered for 2 years. The Kindle Basic does not have warm light mode for whatever reason, so you can put it on dark mode and you can dim the brightness, but you cannot have it be warmer like you can on the Paperwhite edition, which is pretty annoying, but I think that it's okay as long as you dim the brightness enough. You probably won't notice too much. So let's move on and compare the Basic to the Kindle Paperwhite newest edition that came out. So if you're a person who's looking for the best, like cheapest Kindle to get, it's either the Basic, either no ads or with ads, or it's the Paperwhite without ads. Because the Paperwhite right now on sale is $130, it used to be $150. But I do not recommend paying that extra $20 to get the ads off, because at that point, the Kindle Signature model is $150 right now, and that comes with no ads already and more storage. So like the Kindle Paperwhite is a tricky like middle moment. That's definitely a pricing tactic on Amazon's part, and it works. So just be aware of that. The pros of getting the Paperwhite over the Basic are it has better battery life, 12 weeks of battery life. It's the same amount of storage, 16 gigabytes of storage. You get the warm light display that the Kindle Basic doesn't have. For whatever reason, you can set the Kindle Basic to dark mode, you can dim it, but you cannot put warm light on it, which is kind of annoying because like, you know, the blue light is bad for your eyes. But to be honest, I almost never use the warm light setting on my Kindle, and I just kind of like turn down the brightness. So I don't think it's a huge deal. But if you're someone that works on a lot of computer screens and you can afford the little extra money to get the Paperwhite, I think it's a decent way to help your eyes out. And then of course the Kindle Paperwhite is waterproof, so you can take a shower with it if you want. I don't want to know the details of that though. But no, you can like drop it in water or like read it by the beach and feel like decently about it. But like, I don't know, I feel like I bring things that are not waterproof to the beach and I survive, so it's debatable. If you're someone that reads in the bath all the time, definitely worth it. If you think that maybe you'll read in the bath once in a while, it's probably not worth it. It also has some cute colors. I really like the new raspberry color. It's so cute and pink. And I feel like it's nice to see colors on it. And just overall, I know that the Kindle Paperwhite is a very solid device and has lasted me a long time. I do think the screen looks pretty nice, but compared to the Basic, they almost look the same. And it is a tiny bit bigger, which some people, like on the reviews if you look, are complaining about like feeling fatigue in their hand a little bit, where the Basic is just literally incredibly light and small, that if your main goal is portability, I think that the Basic might just be it for you. But I do feel like the Kindle Paperwhite is a really solid device, and for the price that they're on sale, I think that either the Basic or the Paperwhite will be good to go. I think that the price they were regularly was a little outrageous. $150 for a Kindle with ads is crazy. An alternative though that is very similar is the Kobo Color Black and White. I personally have not used it, but it seems to be very similar and does not have ads and has like the same amount of storage and is basically just the same thing but not within the Kindle ecosystem. Now, if you are someone that wants a Paperwhite but also wants to remove the ads, then I would just get the Kindle Signature. It is $155 right now on Amazon because of Black Friday, so I recommend getting it now. The reason to get the Kindle Signature is because it already comes with no ads and it comes with double the storage, so 32 gigabytes of storage, which you're never going to fill up 16 gigabytes, let alone 32, unless you have the world's biggest ebook library, which, how did you do that? But yeah, you don't really need all that storage, but it's just nice to know that if you really need it, you have it. And it has wireless charging, so that's cool. And it has a sensor that will automatically brighten and dim the light for you. And it has all of the same things that the Kindle Paperwhite does. It just also doesn't have ads. So if you were already going to get the ads off of the Paperwhite, then I would definitely just go ahead and get the signature. So you get that extra storage and you get the extra like light sensor and you get the no ads. Now, if you're someone that really likes the color settings and you want to be able to highlight in different colors, then your only option is the Kindle Color Soft, unless you want to go to Kobo, and I have a whole video on both of those that you should go watch. But I definitely recommend shopping around and not just going straight for the Kindle Color Soft, because first of all, they're on back order because they were having design issues with the screen. There was some yellow banding. My unit was affected. I'm returning it. So just be aware of that. And also the price is a little crazy. $279. If I were you, I would more so look into the Kobo Color Libra because it's only $200 while it's on sale for Black Friday right now. And also you can annotate with it. And for the Kindle Color Soft, you cannot annotate on it. You can just use like the highlighting features. That being said, I do recommend that you maybe look away from Amazon, but if you want to get a Kindle, if you really like the Kindle ecosystem and you have all your books on the Amazon library already, or you use Kindle Unlimited a lot, then I think that the Paperwhite and the Basic look really good this year, and on sale they look even more good. So yeah, and the most important part is that you're reading and that you pick whatever device is going to make you read the most. I will also say that I'm usually a big proponent to buy used, but honestly the Kindle market is like basically the same as getting it new, so I don't really know what's up with that, but unfortunately I don't really recommend getting a used Kindle unless you can find a really good deal on them. But for whatever reason, they're almost like the exact same price, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, anyways, that is the end of my buyer's review. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. You guys have really like skyrocketed my channel, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you very much, and that's the end of that. But I'm doing this thing where I tell a little embarrassing story about myself at the end of my videos, and today's story is very short and sweet. So I tried to book a hotel in New York, and I booked it and it was done, and then I look at the thing and it said that you have to be 21, and I'm 20. So I cannot go to this hotel, and it was not refundable. It's okay though, my mommy can get me in, but don't be stupid when you buy things. Like look up a review, read things, I don't know. So yeah, it's a little introduction to me, and if you want to hear more awkward stories, make sure to subscribe. Haha. Bye!